What's up, everybody? Faith here. Nice to see ya, kinda. It's a beautiful Sunday. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and I want to especially say happy Father's Day to my father. Big shout out, big love, Ken. Huge inspiration, big reason why I'm here. And a lot of the love of nature and trees and God, those loves that I have, I got from my dad. He's a huge inspiration, and I didn't get to even be around him that much, but the time I did have is super treasured and super sacred to me. And he's in another place now. I still sense him, and he's one of my guides that helps guide me, protect me, and show me the way. I believe we can have many guides from different places, teachers, ancestors, and I'm super grateful to be able to connect with my father in that way. Well, it's really windy and dry, and I'd like us to say a quick prayer for the places that are dealing with extreme drought and the places that are at risk of fires. There's some fires in some really awesome nature spots and hiking areas right now that I personally love. I want to protect Aravaipa. I want to protect Fossil Creek and the Verde River, Hot Springs area. So I just want to say, God, Great Spirit, Gaia, please do your work and bring rain. Please shower down big buckets of water and flood these areas in a good way, if it's in the best interest of all living things everywhere. And I know there's a plan, and fire has a purpose, so I trust in your plan. I ask that any animals and humans that are meant to be saved can find what they need to save, find the resources that they need for the animals to get out, the people to get out, and any plants and big trees, especially the elders, the trees that have been there for so long, help restore and protect all that you see it in your best interest to do for all life, everywhere. Aho, all our relations, blessings. And so it is. I expect to see rain in the next couple of days, and I'm really excited about that. So I'd like to say I have a couple of gemstones here. Well, actually this is petrified wood. I found this petrified wood in northern Arizona in a really cool spot. And if I could, I think I would gift this to my father today. He loves nature, and I think he'd really love it. This used to be a tree, and now it's a rock. I know people already know that, but to me it blows my mind. So this is a beautiful rock. I love gemstones and all different rocks. I'm a rock hound, I guess you would say. Here's a different rock I have right now. It actually shimmers in the light, but I'm in the shade, so I don't know if you can see that it reflects the light and turns these different blue and purpley colors. It's super beautiful, and I forgot what it's called, so if anyone can tell me what it's called, I will be super grateful. Please say anything you want in the comments below. Help me identify this beautiful gemstone. Oop. Anything, if you want to know more about my father, if you want to know more about anything, I'll do my best, but some stuff I won't speak about for various reasons, and I'll let you know that right up front if it's something I'm not willing to speak of. I do have boundaries, but I also like to be as real and honest as I can, and that's the best that I know how to do. I want to say thank you for the ever-present guidance of Great Spirit Gaia, in all of the things I say and do, in the prayer that I speak, in me talking to you. It's only because I feel guided by my intuition and by Great Spirit. It's the only reason and way that I'm able to be here with you right now. I also want to say a couple things that anyone who has a belly button can go to the Rainbow Gathering that I spoke of last video. I did want to mention like 5 things to keep in mind if you are going to head there. 1, there's no place for alcohol in the woods. There's a certain camp that's near the parking lot called A Camp, which I would not suggest staying at, but that's where the alcohol stays, and the rest of the gathering is alcohol free. That's really important. I really respect that and think it's a great rule. Another thing is there's no firearms in the woods, just not the place for that. There's a time and a place for everything, and that's just not the place or the time. There's no money, nothing bought and sold in the gathering. There's a trade circle. If you do have any money coming in, just put it in the magic hat, donate it for the good of everybody. It's going to go towards food and supplies, and that way, if you don't bring valuable stuff and you don't use money, it's a lot easier to not have anything happen where you lose stuff. It's just one of the things. They don't use money, which is really awesome, because, come on, aren't we tired of using the dollar by now? Anyways, they don't have electronic music in the woods. It's all like live music, people singing, playing drums. There's so much beautiful drumming throughout the days and often the nights. And, guitars, all different instruments are welcome. So bring an instrument if you can play one, or your voice, or your finger to tap on something. Just not playing like the phones, the electronics. We don't do that much. You could have it in your tent if you need something like that for headphones, but not playing music out loud. And otherwise, just being able to volunteer, being willing to help. If you can donate food, if you can help out people that you see in need, and that's just something we could try to do in general anyways. If you see someone overheating in this heat wave, just see if you could get them some water or a cool place to go, or even some encouraging words. You could mean so much in someone's life just by doing a very small little thing like that, and maybe it's your purpose for that day is really to help them, So if you feel called, if you get that little kind of thought in your mind, maybe I could help them, that's probably your intuition asking you to please help them. And I hope that you will listen and follow that and not ignore it. I know I've ignored it many times, and sometimes I've listened to it. It's tough, especially when I have another agenda of what I think I'm supposed to be doing, and then I find out that there's something else, and maybe it's hard for me to get used to a change of plans like that, and not, I'm an ex-control freak, so me not being in control is not the easiest thing for me, but I love to practice and get better at it as time goes on, and I really realize now that I do not want control in most situations, so that's helped me to not have that kind of feeling where I don't want to let go. Sometimes I get it, but I can kind of just watch those feelings that I get, observe them, and not get too involved in them. My biggest thing is to let go, so kind of the opposite of being in control is let go. Let go of your ideas, let go of your plans, and be free. Kind of like be in the flow and see what happens, see where it takes you. I promise you'll have some amazing adventures. So much more to say, but so much time I've already used up, and my mind is a little bit chaotic. So I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all those fathers, and especially my beloved